illegally entrapped, assaulted, chased down, and arrested by Des Moines. Was it county? Was it the county sheriffs?
It was the Moines PD, Iowa State Patrol, and the sheriff.
So it was DMPD, the sheriff, and the state patrol. All illegally violated us, our constitutional amendments. So first of all, I want to thank everyone that was there, everyone that made it out, everyone that de-arrested people, everyone that would provide medical assistance. Because what happened that day was a full-on human rights crisis.
Yeah.
It was a 90-minute human rights crisis. We got to talk about Monday night for real. Now that we got these cameras. What they did to us was the sickest, most disgusting thing I've ever witnessed in my life. They boxed in the dark.
In the dark.
Where there was no camera,
No light, no street
no
lights.
lights, none of that. Pinned us 4 directions, 4 streets, including the alleyways, and closed a boxing on us. Pressed us to get out of the roadways, which we did, and once we were off the roadways, they pushed us with their shields, knocking people out, disorienting people psychologically, trying to get them to panic, pepper spraying people that were trying to disperse on a sidewalk.
Directly to people's faces, pepper spray people.
Yes.
Yeah, directly.
Look people right in their eyes.
They're taking umbrellas out of their hand and spray painting.
Snatching umbrellas from people's spray people. It was disgusting. Illegal. Immoral.
Terrorism.
It's domestic terrorism.
The real gang is the
Legalized
police.
state-sanctioned terrorism.
Yes, the biggest gang in Iowa is the Des Moines Police Department.
And the sheriff, Iowa State Patrol, all
All
of them.
together. They all linked up. Because you know what? DMPD locked me up in a car and brought them down here. Brought me down here. They all in collaboration. Now, I think personally that Monday night was a retaliation for what we did on Saturday night. And I know that. And I know that because some don't add up. It took them about 48 hours to call me to ask me to come in for questioning. How long did it take them to do that with Darquan's assaulters?
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Real quiet.
Real quiet. They set out free for 2.5 months after beating somebody and trying to drown them in a river. I stood on top of a cop car after they let our attempted murderers go.
Come on.
Where's their warrant?
Come on, street.
Where's
Come on,
their
street.
warrant? They showed up at my mom's house before they had a warrant. Told her they did have a warrant, which was a lie.
Well, say that again. Say that again.
Told her they did have a warrant, which was a lie. Because I had a lawyer check on it, and after that happened, and they didn't have one out yet. They hadn't issued one yet. Detective Youngblood. Yeah, that's who's on my case. That's the one that called me. That's the one that sent 2 officers to my mom's crib to knock on her door, and then they tried to intimidate her and say, well, he can't run from the law. We're going to be here every day until he turns himself in.
Who said shit like that?
And we'll
Who
be in the
said shit
streets
like
every
that?
day.
I want to know if they pressing, what's the name, Boucher, or what's his first name?
Yeah, Jeff Boucher or
Jeff
whatever.
Boucher. Jeff Boucher.
Attempted murderer.
An attempted murderer, a vehicular assaulter. Why haven't they done the necessary investigations to find out the other white man in a white truck that also tried to physically harm and maybe kill protesters? Where's the warrant for him?
Why was Wyckoff heating and cooling faster to react than the police department?
Man, my brother just said, why was Wyckoff heating and cooling faster to react to Jeff Bush's actions than the Des Moines Police Department?
Wow.
A private corporation. We got a public entity that ain't out here protecting us. Straight up.
We were being attacked and couldn't call nobody. Couldn't even
Straight
call
up.
police because they attacking us.
Straight up. I want to
Can't
know.
call nobody else.
Actually, I asked Officer Youngblood. So I said, so if y'all are asking me to come in for questioning, have y'all questioned Thomas Garcia and Brian Foster, the 2 officers that are illegally arrested some people in their homes? You know what he told me? And I asked him about Monday night too, if they have warrants out for the arrest. They're going to investigate that. You know what he told me? This is DMPD. This is coming from a DMPD investigator. He said, I don't anticipate those issues being prosecuted.
Well, of course not.
Very interesting. I'm wondering if they're going to investigate the stolen water that we have on camera.
Oh, it was in the back. It was in the back at a Des Moines Police Department. It was in the back.
Oh, it's still there.
It's still there. there.
Oh, it's still there.
It's still
So
there.
the evidence is right there for them to investigate whenever they want to start that investigation. Whenever they want to, go ahead. The dudes y'all looking for, you ain't even got to knock on their door. They walk into the same department
They
every day.
clocking in. What you mean? Getting paid. Our money. Right. With our tax dollars.
What we're talking about is so clear, so obvious, that a police department would kettle people in like animals and chase them on a sidewalk for 45 minutes, arresting people in yards on sidewalks.
People screaming for their lives.
People were screaming for their lives. My sister. And they threatened to take her medical equipment.
Yeah, they did.
And we had to call and make sure we knew, they knew, that we knew we was on their ass for them to make sure that they didn't take our sister's medical equipment.
Out here punching women.
Yup.
Punching women.
Let's get on let's get in on all. Because what happened, how many did they take? 18?
17, 18, yeah.
How many black women did they take?
It was like 5. It was like a good
more.
5, 6, half.
The majority.
Shit,
Yeah.
majority.
About a third.
There was like 10.
It was not a third of that crowd was not black women.
Yup.
They're targeted.
Punching them in their face, slamming them on their ground. People that they probably know as organizers.
Scars on their wrists,
Scars
bruises on their face.
wrists, threatening to take medical equipment, bruises on their eyes, cuts all over their legs. What am I, God?
Fuck yeah!
Bro, I'm gonna hit you up. This shit is blatant. They are using their power to try and suppress First Amendment activity and trying to suppress the ability for people to be represented by their government. It's very simple. Last thing I want to touch on is I gained some very valuable information and experiences today. I learned a few things. I learned that there's absolutely no concern for COVID in here or in
Oh, yeah, my uncle's in there. My uncle's in there. And they did
Zero. They made me put on the same, for my mugshot, they made me put on the same, whatever it's called, shawl, that every single other person that's in there. They literally took it out, put it on me, and put it right back in.
Wow.
No sanitizing on the fingerprint machine. No sanitization. I wasn't allowed to see them sanitize the shoes I had to put on bare feet. I wasn't allowed to see them. I wanted them to sanitize everything I touched. Zero accommodation.
Do you even have running water? Because half the cells don't have running water.
Yeah,
Apparently, half the cells don't have running water.
They're trying to kill people.
No, just insane.
They're not letting people out who have COVID. They're not allowing them to go home.
Shit stains on the
They're
wall,
denying
blood
them
stains on the wall.
They're trying to
Sick.
kill people.
And not one of those officers wears a goddamn
inhumane.
face mask.
That shit is inhumane.
Not one of those
Not one
officers
of
wears a
them.
face
I
mask.
asked them, so look at
The
this, Indira.
employees over there ain't got no fucking face mask on.
Look at that.
Look at this. So I asked Detective Youngblood why DMPD doesn't have a mask policy. His answer to me was bizarre. Was bizarre. He said, "Well, we've been getting spit on and yelled at, so it's been pretty dangerous for us either way."
What?
I said, wouldn't that be all the more reason for y'all to have a mask policy?
They wouldn't even wear
He obviously didn't
The
answer
mask
me.
is to protect us, not them. The mask is to protect us.
That's why
They don't give a shit. They don't care.
Exactly what I said. So they gonna take it and put it right back on us. Exactly. Another question I asked that they didn't have the answer to. I'm sitting in there looking. They have this announcement about commissary, and there's certain circumstances where you won't get your commissary back and you won't get refunded. At the end of it says, this is the policy of the commissary provider. I said, that's interesting that they don't tell you who the actual provider is on the sign. So I went up and asked them, who's the commissary provider for here? They didn't know.
They don't know shit about the place they're working in. They don't know shit.
They in there, they got a
Check them out.
Dana Winger
a
probably making
service,
money
I
off
think it's
that
called
shit.
GovPayNet, where you can pay your bill. Takes a 9% service charge off.
Jesus Christ.
They're charging people 9% extra because when they don't have the resources or the knowledge necessary to get their bill taken care of correctly. So when they pay out of pocket, they got to pay a 9% tax to it. probably a private service.
Fucking stealing money.
Yeah,
It's a scheme to take people, funnel into the system, profit off their backs, and leave them out destroyed so they can't fight back against the system that just disenfranchised them and stole from them. Not only that, I don't drop these charges, I ain't gonna be able to vote.
Right.
That's on purpose.
That's
For
all
what?
Fucking on
For
purpose.
voicing my opinion,
They knew what they
for
were doing.
voicing my First Amendment.
They knew what they were doing.
They slapped a felony on me.
A felony don't make sense, by the way.
Don't make sense. They ain't even got no evidence. Did they show the evidence down there?
Hell no, you know they ain't show me no
Okay,
evidence.
because they ain't no evidence.
You know they didn't ask me no
Yeah,
questions.
evidence.
You
Yo,
know,
let's
you
talk
know
about
that they
that
know that I'm too
Yeah, let's
smart
talk
and
about
Negro
that
for none of that
charge.
Let's talk
bullshit.
about that charge.
Did they
I
tell
got
you
it
why?
right
Did
here.
they tell you
Alright.
why they
Let
was
me talk
charging?
about it.
Let's go.
All right.
Stand up for yourself.
Okay. Criminal mischief in the first degree. Here's what the fuck it is. Criminal mischief in the first degree. Either the following apply. The cost of replacing, repairing, or restoring the property that is damaged, defaced, altered, or destroyed is more than $10,000. What? No. $10,000
For a repaint. For a repaint.
for a repaint.
For a repaint.
For a repaint.
But that assumes I painted the car.
That assumes
I painted
by
the
the
car.
way,
There's no
they don't have evidence of.
Yeah.
They don't have evidence of
And they
that.
try to say he caught damages on the car on when he stood on top of the
Oh
seat.
yeah,
Like,
okay,
come
so
on now.
let me,
He
next
knows
time
what
y'all
it
go
is.
jump on the
I
top of your
know,
car, tell me
that's
the
what I'm
cost
saying.
$10,000.
We stand on our cars all the time.
Okay, what's the next
shit.
one?
Polk County also works with ICE.
The acts are intended and do in fact cause substantial interruption or impairment of service rendered to the public. Now you might think that's Hy-Vee, right? No, unfortunately not. Gas, electric, steam or waterworks corporation, telephone or telegraph company, a common carrier or public utility operated by a municipality. Is Hy-Vee operated by a municipality? No. No. So that is completely unfounded. What's next?
Damn.
Criminal mischief
Is Hy-Vee involved in these charges?
So this
Hy-Vee
charge
involved in
is
these charges?
completely unsubstantiated.
I can't tell.
Completely without evidence.
Not supporting
And honestly, that's a good thing because that means they can't get you for shit. They don't got shit.
No, they don't.
Period.
Targeting us.
And the second they
No, they don't. They don't got nothing.
They're targeting people.
They making assumptions. They making assumptions. Straight assumptions.
When I tell you that they called me, they went to my mom's crib, they're trying to target me. They're trying to scare me.
Obviously.
They think that spending a couple hours in that room or having my hands behind my back or whatever else it is gonna make me think twice about coming out here and doing this. Or make us think twice about y'all doing what y'all doing, because really, I'm just a symbol for y'all's collective power.
Fuck yeah. We're not scared. They can't scare us.
No.
But at the end of the day, we not gonna stop. We can't be stopped because police have to be defunded,
Yes.
prisons have to be abolished, and all them badges gotta drop. Every single one of them.
They face is so red. I don't know if
Red,
they were sunburned or they just scared.
red faces, embarrassment,
Right here
shame.
too, in the
Guilt.
car. He
That's
been
like-
shaking
that's
the
what you
whole
feel like.
time.
ministry. They
He been shaking the
When your
whole
face turn
time.
red. I've seen their body language today and for the past 3 weeks. Most of them know they're wrong.
Look at them.
We asked somebody on Saturday night, why do y'all do this profession? They told us, I thought it was a good idea at some point.
Yo, it's not too late to change your job.
It ain't too late. And I think you'll be happy to know we developing all of the social infrastructure so that when y'all fall out of a job, y'all not gonna experience what felons and black people and brown people and poor people experience when they fall out of a job. We actually give about our communities.
Yes.
I'm trying to do better about the cussing, guys.
Oh
This has
yeah,
made me
sorry
a
about that,
reformed
Casey.
person.
Yeah.
This is about humanity. This is about care. It's about community. It's about love. And there ain't no way you can lock that shit up.
No.
No.
So, I mean, shit, that was my last words. I was supposed to drop the mic on that one. And I'm not dropping it. It's too valuable a weapon.
Like you did.
Get it going. Thank you guys for so much.
Yo. Let me just, are y'all still live streaming? I just want to send out a message real quick. First off, you all need to stop using quotes from Paul Parizek. Paul Parizek is a known liar. He is a known liar who cannot be trusted by the community.
Not a goddamn
His only job is to do PR and propaganda for the Des Moines Police Department. He needs to be fired now. All news stations who are running Paul Parisic quotes without fact-checking them first are not doing their job. We need to fire Police Chief Dan Wingard. He is a racist, a white supremacist, a Trump supporter. Fire him now. He profits off of the incarceration of folks in Polk County.
Come on.
Fire Kevin Schneider. Fire the Sheriff Kevin Schneider. He is complicit in all of this. His officers were abusing us on Monday evening as well.
I got one more. Hey, so can you address the specific lies that Parisic told about the dispersal time and having somewhere to go?
Yep.
He didn't do that.
Yes, Parisic is a liar. Parisic gave quotes after Monday evening. First off, Parisic said that we were going to the East Village neighborhoods to cause destruction and disturbance.
They pushed us there.
Were we doing that?
No.
We were not doing that. We were attempting to do a non-violent march downtown, then come right back up to our cars and go home. That was the plan. Okay? Paul Parisic is a liar. He comes up with things out of, I'm not going to cuss, but he is coming up with fabricated stories out of thin air, and he runs them and he gives the quotes to the news, and the news runs them without questioning them.
Talk about how they going around town racially profiling young black men to identify who was on top of the car, too.
Yes, they are. They are.
Come on.
Underage.
They are. There was, if I'm correct, there was someone sitting in the Polk County Jail on Monday evening who had been racially profiled. Is that correct?
Yep.
Someone who was driving a nice car. A young black man was driving a nice car, and the police, was it Des Moines Police Department or was it Urbandale? One of the police departments here. Yeah. Ankeny. They racially profiled a young man and arrested him. They are currently looking for folks who were standing on top of the police car.
And pulling over random folks.
Pulling over random black folks who they think fit the description of whatever photos they saw that night. And they're racially profiling people and they're locking them up.
The same day they
The
passed
the Des Moines City Council passes a watered down racial profiling ordinance, and they want to pat themselves on the back. They want to act. Yeah, they're leaving. See ya. The Des Moines City Council wants to pat themselves on the back and act like they just saved this city by passing a watered down racial profiling ordinance that should have been passed 2 years ago in the first place. It is bare minimum shit. Sorry for cussing. It is bare minimum stuff. They should not be celebrated for passing that racial profiling ordinance. They should not be celebrated. Okay, because that should have passed 2 years ago, and it should have had all 6 components in it, and it did not. And that ordinance will not stop racial profiling in this city. If you think that ordinance is going to stop racial profiling in this city,
Call on city council and the mayor. Call on them to fucking get that
yes.
way.
Call on city council. Call every city council member in Des Moines. Email every city council member. Email and call Frank County. Email and call Scott Sanders, because they are complicit.
Yes.
Okay? The exact same night they want to act like they passed some criminal justice reform in this city. Their police department, the Des Moines Police Department, was committing acts of violence against its citizens. Acts of violence that were completely unwarranted and illegal. And not a single one of them has said anything about it.
Silent.
Nothing.
Zero.
Not a single one of them has said anything. And they're all supposed to be Democrats, right? They're all supposed to be Democrats that stand up for the people, right?
Fuck the political
No.
parties.
Yes, fuck the political parties, because they are all fakes. They are complicit, and they stand with the Des Moines Police Department. They stand with our oppressors. They cannot be trusted. They all need to be voted out of office immediately. Resign now.
I just want to tell y'all a real quick story, because I went to not Joe Gatto, excuse me. No. I went to Bill Gray's house yesterday because he is my council person, and I had a conversation with him. I said, did you see what happened last night, and what are you going to do about it? I said, why did you vote yes on passing and waiving the 3rd reading? Because they could have had 2 more weeks to take in all of those community concerns they heard from everybody except the NAACP and whoever else was on that little committee that said that they were fine with it, except for not the entire public that said that they weren't. I asked, why did you vote yes to waive the 3rd reading? And he said, because it had already been decided ahead of time.
Who made that decision? Have you
They talked about it.
Profiled?
They talked about
You know
it.
what you're talking about.
They talked to their little committee, and they had decided to pass it ahead of time. Now, let's give them a little bit of credit, because after they heard like 2 hours of people yelling at them, Frank County said to Scott Sanders, the city manager, you want to just make it a 2nd reading. And Scott Sanders said, no, let's not kick the can down the line. It's better to just get something out now. Okay, that sounds okay, right? That sounds okay. But I talked to Bill Gray, and he said, don't worry, this is just a first step. And it can still be amended. I said, great, are you going to do that at the next meeting in 2 weeks? He said, no. We can't do things that fast. This took 2 years.
Oh,
Jesus.
no. What happened?
So I guess, instead of taking 2 weeks to make it stronger, it's going to take another 2 years or 6 years to even get another bill on the table to amend it. So this is what we're stuck with now, being racially profiled. But don't worry, because if our officer racially profiles, he can be taken to his superior.
Come on. He's protected by the racial profiling.
That's the consequence.
We're not.
That's it. And if another officer sees him racially profiled, he should speak up if he feels that it's okay.
That's the law.
That's it.
You know that's not going to happen.
Thank you, India. Give it up for India. Give it up for Y'all, all of this is proof, right? We're in the court right now. We're in the court of public opinion right now. All of this is proof that we must defund police and abolish the prison system as we know it today. We got to. There is no reason there should be an institution like this in every county of every state across the United States of America.
They was trying to point somebody.
That shit is literally a maze of reinforced doors, locked doors, bad food, unsafe and unsanitary conditions. There's no paint, there's no art, there's nothing uplifting. It's literally meant to break you as a human being. It's literally meant to force you into servitude and into complacency with your situation. In what human society ever have we ubiquitously treated people like this across the entire society? Where it's a normal institution, where this shit is normal.
Fascism.
For you to get your body intruded, for you to get your information intruded, for you have to give up every single part of your humanity to a fucking 4 walls. How much sense does this actually make? How much sense does it make that people are riding around town with the constitutional right to detain people because they look like me? That's what it really is. It's a sign to me. You keep messing up, I'm gonna take all your people. That's what it is. How is that something that we as people can stand up for? For real. If you are silent right now, you're on that side.
Yeah.
Period.
100%.
Period.